simplify them and make them step by step to show that anybody can make even the hardest of recipes. Today's recipe is boiled water. Now, boiled water is fabulous, and it's the base of so many other different recipes, like spaghetti, mashed potatoes, mac and cheese, but it's really hard to master. Well, the first step is the pot. Now, there's a lot of debate on what size pot to use. Some people like to use a small pot. I like to use this one. Now, I could have used a large pot, but I think this medium one will do just fine. Now, step 2 is the really hard part, the water. Now, my friend Ina Garden says if you can't make it yourself, store-bought is fine. I went with Ozarka. I find that this brand really brings out the flavor of the boiled water. So we'll just add that to the... Oh, this is taking way too long. Towel, please. Thank you. As I always say, that's a spicy meatball. Now back to the recipe. The next step, and this is the most important part, is a good quality phone. Now, the better the quality phone, the more velvety smooth your boiled water will be. Now, the next thing you need to do is put it on the stove. So you just put it on the stove and you set the heat to medium, high, low, medium. Whew. Next, you have to pray for the water. This is what makes the boiled water tender, makes it juicy. Lord, I commit this water to you. I know that you have a plan and a purpose for this boiled water. I pray that it has the best flavor, the best texture of any...
Lucille, what are you doing in my house?
I'm just filming my cooking show, Cooking with Sandpaper, starring me, Lucille Sandpaper.
But why in my house?
Oh, did my people not call your people?
No, there's such a big mess.
This happens.
Well, what are you making anyways?
My special recipe for boiled water.
Well, but why do you need a recipe for boiled water? And why are you using bottles of water and not sink water? And Lucille, why are there phones in the pot?
Goodness gracious, you ask a lot of questions. I'm just following the recipe.
What recipe?
This recipe, it's in my grandma's favorite book. She calls it the guide to everything. Right here, it says that I will answer them before they call to me. While they are still talking about their needs, I will go ahead and answer their prayers. You need a phone to call, and you have to pray over the water.
Lucille, that's a Bible verse, not a recipe, and this is the Bible, not a cookbook.
That's a spicy meatball.
Lucille, get out of my house.
That's a rude meatball. Well, that's all for today. Tune in next time for another complicated recipe.
Out! Oh my goodness, look at this mess. And what does that even mean, spicy meatball? Oh, whose phones are these? They're ruined.